Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark.
Hello and welcome to the MyTarot Tarot Tuesday. So, one thing is that I'm not advertising this because I'm still, so Jenna would be proud of me. So this is one of those things where I am still looking to write the book. And so there's certain parts of the book that I want to be able to present. So that is why I am looking to do this. Hello, Angelina, and hello, Vicky. So yes, so this is my way of going through some of the different topics that I want to cover in this book, which is going to be called What the Fool Sees. So today, and like I say, so that's why I'm not really pushing it out there. Whoever shows up, that'll be amazing and awesome. But I'd rather keep this kind of just personal between me and you. You know what I mean? So for today, one thing that I noticed with doing tarot, doing spreads, and I get people coming back, is goal setting. People will come in and they have specific things that are going on, and they're wanting to know how they can achieve this, what the obstacles are, and all this other stuff like that. So the thing about the tarot is actually a practical tool. It's not about being, everybody's got their own sides to it. There's metaphysical, there's astrology, and things like that. But the thing that I want to focus on is like the everyday. Look at that, just popped out. Look at that. See? But I want to focus on how to use it every day for, we all, most of us will have jobs, or even our home is a job, even if we're a stay-at-home person. So how we can do it that way. So what I want to do is I want to cover some of the spreads that I've used. So if you join me in the mornings, you know that I do my 3+1. And those spreads, I don't do any, I let the universe decide which each one of those is. Is it going to be like a balancing scale? Is it going to be the future? Whatever, all that stuff like that. Past, present, future. So, but when there is something specific, then we want to look at something specific. We want particular goals in mind. So, we do have the classic, what is it? The 3-card spread, the past, present, future. And then I've also got a goal setting spread, which is current situation, obstacles, action, steps, and outcome. And then, so I actually do, I actually have another job other than tarot and other than playing live music and other than, being on the stage with a Shakespeare company and other than probably have one of the largest Ouija board collections on the East Coast. I guess I keep myself pretty dang busy. But I have a job during the day, and I work with computers, software development. I deal with the owners of businesses. I deal with employees. I've been at the same place for 26 years. So a lot of that influence is going to apply to what I do with the tarot. So, so another spread that I have is, it's called a SWOT analysis, SWOT, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So if we think about this is a goal setting thing. So, and threats is just, I guess that's a business, SWOT is a business term. And I actually looked it up so I could tell you exactly what it means. A SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool that identifies an organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It can help with decision making and understanding how to achieve a goal. So I thought that would be another tarot spread. So what I want to do is that maybe if somebody has a particular goal in mind, while we're talking here, if you want to throw out that particular goal in a few minutes, we can actually use that as an example as we go through some of these spreads. Otherwise, I'll just come up with something. But if there's a goal that you're looking to, a long-term goal that you're looking to achieve, then we can actually look, or if you just have a good example. And it's getting warm in here. So if you have a good example, then we'll just go with that. So, so the other thing you can do is just pull out your own deck, because I'll list out all these, and I'll post the transcript of what I have here so that you can do it yourself if you like this. But this might be an opportunity also to get your deck and maybe write out what your goals are, what you would like to achieve. That's why I always keep paper and pencils with me, or pens, so that in case I have to take notes. So what I want to do is actually go through and just kind of demonstrate these. So one of the things that came up the other day is somebody who was looking to start a business, and they were feeling blocked. They were feeling like they just couldn't, whether motivated or that imposter syndrome thing, because they had the skills, they had the knowledge, they had they went through school, and so they were just trying to figure out how to get this business started, how to break through. So if we're to look at the simple 3-card spread, and what I ended up doing was the goal spread with them, but we'll try each one of these. So when just trying to achieve our goal, sometimes it's good, as I always say, I was told you can't fix what's up here with what's up here. So the practical part of the tarot is, to me, like the Rorschach test. It's that pattern seeking people that we are, the pareidolia. So when you want to put your brain onto a problem. It's almost like when you're asleep. Your brain still keeps working on that. So when we use the tarot can trigger that nonverbal part of our brain. The tarot can almost be our dreams coming out, and our brain saying, "Oh, this is meaning something. I got this." So let's say that you're looking to start a business. We can just look at the past, present, and future. So we've all seen that spread. So I would do my normal thing and breath, feet flat on the floor, blah, 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 blah. Keep in mind that this is all, you're going to still want to cover your basics. You want to make sure that you get yourself in that frame. And I always do the 3 just because it's out of habit. But the issue is, what's stopping us from starting the business? So, you can do the past, present, future. Just nice and classic. So then just think about, as you're doing this, what is the practical side of this? You know that if you're looking to start a business, or if you're looking to start something new, you've come from the past. You've done something with the past. And so see this? And that is exactly what you've worked on. The page. So what is the page? The page is like us when we're first starting something, we're first learning something. A page wants to learn to become the knight wants to learn to become the king. So as we're looking at the page here, we can see that he's staring intently at this little sprig here that's starting. So now, as you're looking, just again, this is goal setting. What could we apply with this? What if we're the page? And the goal has started with just the small sprouts right here. And now we're using our dream interpretations, because the tarot, again, reaches that nonverbal side of our brain. And we're applying this practically. And so the feather, as we're looking at our dream, the feather is that element of air. It's the element of thought. And pages can be the element of earth, because pages are earth, knights are fire, queens are water, and kings are air. And so we have these green boots firmly planted. So now our dream imagery, we see our past. Hello, Holly. So we are doing goal setting through the tarot, and I'm going to do several different spreads in case you just popped in. And so right now I'm doing the classic past, present, future. And as I was kind of explaining to people before, it just seems like, especially in these times, people are looking to achieve something different, looking to move forward. And so that's why I think why so many people are coming in now thinking more about what they're going to start doing. But if we look at this as our goal, we are the page in our dream. And now we see something sprouting. This could be because of our education. This could be because we have an idea. And pages are open to learning. Pages are that new way of thinking. They're not the king, who can be pretty set in their ways. It's a new way of thinking. And also, if we think about it, traditionally, just, if you read some of the tarot books, Page of Wands was also considered a messenger. So we also might be listening for a message in our dream interpretation of our goals. So that's the past. This is the present. And we have our Two of Cups. So cups, element of water. Cups are about emotions, feelings, spirituality. And if we're applying this to our goal and our dreams interpretation, we're sitting here and we see the winged lion right here. And I know that this could have all these other meanings as far as the golden dawn when this was created and all these things like this. But we need to know what our dream interpretation is, because this is our goal. We don't want to have to sit here and try and understand what other people were thinking. That can come later. You can find all those books. But right now, if I was doing this for me, because I'm thinking of this almost as a dream interpretation for my goals, is that it's the coming together of two people, maybe somebody who is offering to help. They could be offering this cup to us. We could be handing the cup off. And this is that strength. This is Leo. This is that, we have a goal in mind, right? We're wearing a laurel wreath here. We have this goal. And notice they're standing on a stage. So we've moved from the page to the present. And a lot of times we can't do things on our own. You know what? Just by saying that sometimes to people, you can't just do it on your own. That'll be like an aha moment for some people. Oh, you mean there's options? It doesn't matter whether it's a meetup group for people who are learning how to invest for the first time, or if it is for whatever you're looking to do, wherever you're looking to go. It's about reaching out, because the page has something to offer, and this is how we get in with other people. If you have something to offer, they will offer back. And again, it's almost like our dream interpretation. Then we see the future. So look at this. So here we are, again, our dream interpretation. And what are we seeing? Now we're seeing coins. Our future is to be able to be successful. And you know what? If this person who was successful, see that laurel wreath? And this is us here, and we're wearing red. We're wearing red for inspiration. We talk to people who achieve what we want. So that once we've achieved our goal, now in my dream interpretation, that red headband becomes like a full hat. And now we start to give back the same way this person did. So, if this is for goal setting, to start a business, what I would get out of this is the fact that we're starting out fresh. We're starting out brand new. Maybe we need to reach out to somebody else and be willing to accept help. And again, whether that's through a meetup group, or it is a religious organization, or it is through business, however you do it. But now I would say your goal is to achieve this well enough so that you can find somebody that you can offer your experience to. Your goal is to achieve so you can give back. And that's the 6 of coins. 6s are about harmony and improvement and things getting better. Coins are home, health, finances. It's all those things. Now notice it's not the 10 of coins. We haven't retired. We haven't, the business may not even be off the ground yet. But it doesn't mean we haven't matured from the page. So, is this kind of making sense? The whole thing comes down to how to achieve our goals. So, nobody put in here, Holly, I was saying if anybody was interested, if there was a goal they were looking to achieve, to be, we could use that as an example if somebody had a particular one. So then I was also talking about another spread that I've used, which is the goal setting spread. Oh, what you got? What you got there, Vicky? Do you have something? Let's see if Vicky has something. While we do that, I'm going to close this door the rest of the way. Look at this. I almost feel like I'm at work. I've got my tools all around me. I've got my pencil. I've got my papers. I'm doing all this. Feel like I'm doing something here. So the next spread, though, if Vicky wants to type or somebody wants to type something, which is the goal setting spread, which is current situation, obstacles, our action steps, and the outcome. So the outcome is we need some type of a goal when we're setting our goals. Even if it's, we just need to save enough to be able to buy a new car. Ooh. So, start a tarot and Leomond reading biz. So, the Leomond, I don't even know how to pronounce that correct, but she was a fortune teller, and she's got her own deck, and that's such a beautiful deck. So I haven't messed with that deck, but it's a beautiful deck. So that's really cool. So starting our business. And so when we're doing that, and now we know that it's starting. And when we start a tarot business, when we start any type of, I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it exactly, but I can't. But so this is a business of giving to people. I mean, when people pay $30, $50, $100 for an hour, they're not paying $100 for an hour. They're paying for the 10,000 hours that Vicky put in to be able to do that, to be able to do the spreads that she's going to be doing. They're not paying for an hour. They're paying for the first 10,000 hours. So that is kind of a bargain. You know what I mean? And I know that because of I'm a musician. I do also live tarot events. And sometimes, people will ask, it's like, wow, why are you charging so much? It's like, well, I'm not charging for 2 hours. I'm charging for the 10,000 hours I had to put in just to be able to stand here. Holly, I have 2 Lenormand decks, but I gifted them to a friend. That system just wasn't for me. Yeah, I can barely read tarot. It's like, oh man. So, but let's see what we have here. So again, we're going to go through the goal setting spread, current situation, obstacle, action steps, and outcome for starting our tarot Lenormand business. So again, I'm going to do my, just out of habit, feet, butt doing the kitty dance, shoulders, neck, breath. Okay. So splitting the cards. Okay, so first is going to be the current situation. The next is going to be obstacles. Next is going to be action steps. And next is going to be the outcome. So, plus become better on the guitar. We can always become better on the guitar. I was just prior to sitting down, I was just playing the guitar. So I got little calluses on my fingers. Because I love playing the guitar. So, if we look at then our goal setting spread, and again now we're just kind of getting into that mind frame where this is, where we are now using the tarot to kind of like shift our thinking, maybe to find something that we weren't thinking about. This is a practical way. How can we use this as a practical spread? So, the current situation. And again, so And I'm just amazed always, at how the tarot seems to know. And again, I'm a skeptic. I am one of those people, but the same way we had the page, now we have the Ace of Swords, and aces are seeds. Aces are the pages of the numbered cards because it's the beginning, it's the seed. And swords are the element of air. They are thoughts, ideas, and they can also be our anxieties. So, if this is the current situation, this is about planting that seed. It's not cups, so it's not an emotional thing. It's not about the coins and the money. It's not about the wands, which is the fire and energy and all that. This is about our ideas and our anxieties and planting that seed so that we can move forward. And keep in mind that thoughts, ideas, those aren't actions yet. So wands, that's fire and creativity. You can always say that's action. Seeds, that's going to grow. But swords is like if we're starting our business, I want to play guitar, and we sit here and we ruminate on one day I'm going to just actually go out and buy one. Ruminating's not an action. So again, this is almost like my dream interpretation of setting goals. So this is the current situation. Now this is our obstacle. So how can the Six of Cups be an obstacle? Well, as we look at our Six of Cups and we kind of close our eyes because we do our dream interpretation because we don't want to have to do books, what do we see? We see that there is a young person here, and we see somebody handing a cup full of flowers, and so if this is our obstacles, maybe sometimes this is us. We see somebody here who's successful. Again, it's like, and like children, we can be in awe of other people. And maybe we can try and learn from them. But sometimes my interpretation of this would be, why would we be intimidated by something that is so positive? And maybe it's because we know people who have degrees. We know people who are already successful. Trust me, I see other tarot readers out there, and sometimes I feel intimidated. I can feel like this. So, and Vicky's saying, thinking about my childhood and how I was supposed to be perfectly. Yeah. So this is that interpretation of where we came from. And the Six of Cups is about where we're going, but this is an obstacle. So maybe it is that imposter syndrome. Maybe we feel like a child playing with adult toys. I mean, again, I deal with CEOs, and I don't have any education. I have 26 years of experience. These people have business degrees from MIT, and they're listening to me? Which one do you think I am? But if I'm dreaming, I can be any of these. So that's our dream interpretation of how our obstacles of where we came from and our inadequacies. So then, that's the current situation. We have the obstacles. Now our action. What is our action steps? Oh, look at this. Is not the tarot amazing? The action steps pretty much say, look at this. So, we have this fiery steed here. Look at this. It's almost like his feather. This knight, it's like his cape is all red. Almost looks like fire itself. So, what our action step is. Now, I'm going to say that in the 14 and 1500s, who's the first person you send into battle? You send the knights. Because I always say that it's like with the knights, it's like when we're younger, sometimes we get an idea and we just run with it, right or wrong. We just sometimes run with it, right? So the action is just to get on the horse, take the idea. You know, this sword is just hanging here. The action step is to just run with it as fast as you can. Make as many mistakes as you can. Run into that battle. You know, don't think about it. Be the knight. Don't think too much about it. Get on the horse. Make your action. So Holly's saying, I've had a goal for a few years now, but I'm too shy, intimidated to act on it. I want to take my sketching outside, nature journaling, and urban sketching, but something always holds me back. Yeah. You know, and this action step is the same thing. Eventually we need to just stop thinking. You know, as I'm saying, this right here is our current situation. But eventually we need to just stop thinking and doing. Oh, stop this. There we go. I need to turn that off. So in our dream interpretation, we don't know any better. We just take an action. It's what we do. So then we have our outcome. Look at this. So for a tarot business, people are going to come to this hermit. The hermit is sitting on the mountain. The hermit has gone through their experience. The hermit had an idea, and they learned to walk through their own self-doubts, that childlike feeling where it's like we're not good enough, where, you know, we're around positive people, and they're helping us. They believe in us, but it's hard for us to believe in ourselves. And the hermit learned that either he needs to get up on the horse and just run with it, or find something else to do. Yeah, and so, yeah, Angelina, yeah, the card makes me think of Nike, just do it. So in our goal is to become at peace with our profession. We have learned that we don't need to impress the older sibling who was there for us all along. You know, they may have already gone to MIT and, you know, have the house and we don't. Or we don't have to impress anybody. All we have to do is just be comfortable with ourselves and the little illumination that we can give to other people. So that's our goal, is to become comfortable as the hermit would, so that we can give what little bit of illumination we can. That is the goal. So, and I really love when people come in, and especially if they come back. And as we're sitting here talking, I'm going to go, I'm going to text somebody I haven't seen in a while and see how they're doing. And I'm probably going to offer them a free reading just to see, you know, how they're doing. And I would love to see what's going on in their lives now. But I think that this worked out really well. So, as I was writing this, I wanted to try the SWOT. Again, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The threat analysis. Because, again, how can tarot be practical in our lives, right? So, these are business, you know, this is training that we get in business. It's things that we learn. And so how can we apply that to our lives? So you may be reading a book or doing something, and they may give you, an acronym for something. You know, have you ever heard what the acronym is? You know, when somebody says they're fine, do you know what fine really means? Effed up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. That could be a spread right there. We just call it the fine spread. So, but let's take a look at the one other spread. And again, this is with the whole object of goal setting. So, we want to start this tarot business. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go with this now. We want to take the sketching, nature journaling, urban sketching, but too shy and intimidated to act on it. So let's take that. And again, let's look at the strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. The SWOT analysis. Especially if we're intimidated, something called the SWOT analysis. I love this stuff. I will never get rich off of tarot, but I'll never get tired of it either. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for somebody to just will me their money because I will never be rich. But if you know any multimillionaires out there who are really, really, really nice, I'm open to be adopted still, so I'm cool with that. So, we want to take the sketching, nature journaling, and we want to move forward with that. But something's holding us back. So, just out of habit, my feet, my butt. I hear the term headwinds being used instead of threats a lot now. Yeah, I know. I thought about that because I would probably change the term threat assessment. But in a business situation, see, I know. But this right now is the thing that pops up. So, putting on my big boy pants and saying, okay, I'll take it what it is. I'm thinking closing with fine spread would be awesome. Okay, so feet on the ground, butt doing the kitty dance, shoulders are relaxed, neck relaxed, breath. Okay. Splitting the deck. Now, all right, let's see what we need to do here, Holly. So, strength. Weakness. Opportunities. Threats. And so, what is it? I mean, that's just life. We can be a threat to ourselves, a threat to our own happiness. I will look up other words other than threat because, or I'll just call it something else. So there. But let's see what we have. Again, because this is what we hear in business. Okay. This is our strength, Holly. Cheesy peasy weezy. Another page. Because we're starting here. So, and a page again. So, you're talking about nature. You're talking about nurturing. You're talking about journaling. Sketching. So, pages are the element of earth. Coins are the element of earth. Coins are about home, finances, health, and all those things that keep us grounded. And pages are about learning and starting something new. So the strength here is not the fact that you are an expert. The idea here is that you're willing to learn. You're willing to grow. You're willing to step out. See, his little foot's even up. He's not the most grounded of people, is he? But he has that coin. He drew that coin. And now he's offering it to the world. Holly says, I see pages as students. I absolutely agree with that. So, the strength is the fact that we still are students. We're still learning. And that's a good thing. And this is our weakness. The 5 of coins. So, this is what makes discussing with somebody in private together so interesting, because I would explain the 5 of coins. Coins we talked about being home, health, finances, and all those things that keep us grounded. 1 is a seed, and pages are essentially the aces of the court cards. 2, we're balancing. We have choices to make. 4's the 4 legs on a table. And then something gets thrown in there, and 5s are always a challenge. So this 5 could be a weakness, could be a fear of financial, a fear of not making money. It could be health reasons that might come up in a reading. It could be, but generally I think this is probably the weakness, is that I'll starve to death. You know what I mean? This will be, if I turn this into a career, this will be me in 5 years. So why even try? So a weakness could be that fear of financial ruin, that fear of how are we going to even get fed? So we have our current situation, we have our obstacle, which is, and it could be money, it could be, I can't afford to do this. I want to do it, but I can't afford to do it. But this is our opportunities. And we have the 9 of Swords. So here we see an absolute block. And Holly, this fits what you're saying. But something always holds me back. This card right here, which is the current situation, it's, this is about when you are able to just enjoy with what you're doing without any concerns, without any fears. We have our weakness here, and then we have an opportunity. But we carry the 5 of coins to ourselves at night. We're missing the opportunities because we're keeping ourselves up at night, which means that what we enjoyed is now become something as an anxiety. So there's our opportunities. I do have a shit ton of art supplies. Oh my God. Okay. So I own like 8 guitars. I can only play one at a time. Mina has bags and bags of yarn hidden all around the house. Our bed has got these things of yarn just stuffed under there. These bags, these zip-up bags. So, when we have a passion for something, oh man, I think we all get to that point. But what opportunities are we missing because of our anxieties? We're so fresh-faced here. But our obstacles, money, and then the missed opportunities because of our fears and anxieties. So then we go to the threat analysis, okay? Which is the Ace of Swords. So what is that? So the threat analysis is that, what is the reality? What is that? What is it that's just going to hold us back? So I'm seeing here, we start out with nature. And then nature becomes the 5 of coins. And then we get so lost in our heads. And I said it before that aces are, the ace of swords are our thoughts and ideas, but they're not in action. So the thread of analysis here would be, where, as far as our weaknesses and our opportunities, if we can change, if we can convince ourselves, if we can, the threat analysis, this is just deciding I want to do it and then stopping. Deciding I want to do it and stopping. So we do the cycle again. I want to do it. Here's my skill. I made this lovely coin. Now I need to find a way to market it. But my weakness is that, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to move forward with it? And then our opportunities get lost because we stay up at night. And so we haven't even moved. And so the threat analysis is that we're stuck in the Ace of Swords. So this is all about not doing. And it's the reality. And from this one right here, I would literally want to explore. So this right here is what I would call a question spread. So I've talked about this before. When I'm working with somebody, everybody comes in and says, well, how about a romance spread? They don't even think about it. Or, hey, you know what? Maybe I need a new job. Maybe I need this. So I do my French spread, which is a question spread. It's not about getting answers. It's about finding out what the question is. And this spread here is perfect for identifying the inactivity. The 5 of coins, let's talk about this. The things that keep us awake, let's talk about it. These things and why they keep us from moving forward. So, and again, this is the first time I've actually done this. I haven't done this spread with somebody, but this definitely is a way to find out the anxieties that's stopping us. So, now, I am certainly not one to give advice for goals and things like that, because God knows, but it's kind of like, what is it? Men are from Mars and Women are from Venus book that sold 20 billion copies. His name's Gray. I forgot his name. But he's not an expert on relationships. He's an expert on how to fail in a relationship. He had I don't know how many divorces, if I remember correctly. So it's one of those things there. It's we share our experience because the hermit may not have succeeded in his goals, but he has the experience. And so do you, as far as sharing these things with people. There's another one that, I think about these things that they throw at us in meetings, and, SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. When trying these spreads to make them practical for other people. Oh, look at you, Holly. Thank you, Jay. I will work on my confidence. Try to conquer my fears. Yes, that's absolutely what came out. So, does anybody have any questions? And again, I'm just saying that instead of buying tarot books, we have our tarot books. it's about what else. We have other things in our life to achieve. It's not all about reading tarot books. You go to a class and something makes sense. How can you turn that into a spread so that that nonverbal side of your brain can help you focus? So most of the stuff that I do is not from tarot books. Most of the stuff is because, again, I used to sell cars, so I know how people are. I know the anxiety people had. It also helps that, I used to work in a psychiatric hospital, and I was a 91 golf behavior science specialist for the Army. So I have some background, but the majority of it is business and things like that. So I think that pretty much covers it. Does anybody have any thoughts or any ideas as far as using the tarot for goals? And I hope that this was interesting. And again, I'm probably not going to advertise these things much because I would rather have people who are, interested. I don't need 500 people just throwing out chats and things like that. So this is just one of those things. You can tell people if you want, that's fine. But I hope everybody here got something out of it. I know I did. And Holly, I'm glad that you may have got something. Angelina, let's see, the fine spread. Fuck, the insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Yeah, we can definitely do that, right? Just not today. And I hope that the tarot business ends up working out great and fantastic. So with all of that, have that amazing evening. Have the amazing day tomorrow. And I guess I will see you all 7:15 tomorrow. And I'm just going to call that a day. So thanks again, everybody. Oh, let me get this because somebody said something. Why are you not? Hold on one second because this needs to come down. There it is. Oh, I will remember that SWAT spread. Okay. Thank you very much again. Take care, everybody, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs.